Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel for part 2 in the series of Whitebeard and Ace's characterization. If you haven't already, I will put a link above for the Ace video that I released yesterday, so go check it out and then come back and listen to this part 2. But before we get into it though, please like and share the video and then subscribe to the channel. Let's blow this channel up and show the One Piece community that we are here. When we left off, we were talking about Ace and how he became the amazing character that we saw. At the end of his life, we saw him die for his brother, but only because he let his emotions get to him and defend his captain's honor and face Akainu. He let his anger and emotions rule him in that moment, which in the end finished off his life. We saw that anger and recklessness before, chasing after Blackbeard, resulting in his capture. But the one thing that transformed his character and made him forget his feelings towards his father was his surrogate father and captain, Edward Newgate, the Great Whitebeard. I won't do a super long and drawn out recap of Whitebeard, but I'll quickly explain Whitebeard and his ambitions and why he does the things he does, because in the end, this is to characterize why Whitebeard decided to save Ace and not go after Kaido. Whitebeard, when he was on the Rocks crew, dreamed of having a family. His dreams and ambition wasn't to find the One Piece, but to have a family and be able to have the strength to protect the ones he loves. Whitebeard gains his strength, devil fruit, and crew, and becomes a legendary pirate that we all know and love. For the most part, he gains the fame and power to protect his own crew, with multiple pirates and marines stating, "You don't mess with Whitebeard and his crew without a retaliation." But the most important part of Whitebeard's characterization is that he wants to keep his family alive at all costs. Remember that fact for the future of this video. Whitebeard is unique in the fact that his only ambition is to live to protect the ones he loves rather than chasing after the Pirate King status. Maybe that is due to, in his prime, someone else claimed that title. Regardless, he gained his strength and infamy, as we know, only to protect his crew and his islands that he claimed as his own. When Ace came stumbling to him, initially his goal was to defeat the Yonko. So he took a shot at him, again and again and again. As he kept trying to defeat Whitebeard, he was fueled by the hatred of his father, trying to gain a name for himself, achieving it by taking out the strongest pirates in the world. But this massive and powerful man wore him out and eventually cut him deep emotionally. Whitebeard didn't care who Ace was or what crimes he had committed. Obviously they are pirates. But Whitebeard chose to love his crew without any reservations. When Ace came clean about his namesake, Whitebeard didn't even flinch or even think to make it an issue. He understood that this kid was hurting and confused and needed someone in his life to love him regardless of who he is and what the world says he is. Whitebeard tore down the walls, just as we know he is capable of doing, not with his mighty devil fruit, but with his huge heart and ability to love others, asking for nothing in return. Whitebeard showed Ace that he is capable of having a family who cares for him by letting him join the crew. He gave Ace purpose and self-assurance by letting him climb the ranks to the 2nd Division commander. And he gave Ace an open heart and trust by putting his faith in him to get done what is needed and to protect the family he created. Right there, Whitebeard resolved and mended the hurting heart of Ace that has been tormented for years. Whitebeard is a symbol of family. He goes to the ends of the earth to protect the ones he loves. He fought hard in Marineford and died for his crew's lives. He gave everything to create a family he can be proud of and love, but he also gave his all for them. Whitebeard is a man who opens his arms even to those who are confused and scared and betrays him like Squard. He loves unconditionally and lifts his crew up above himself. Whitebeard is a great pirate and can be characterized by so much, but the most important is to look at how he affected others. Look at what their lives were and how they changed because of him. Whitebeard caused Ace to forget about his past once and for all, and take care of and love a new family who never blinked twice at his most hated secret. The Whitebeard crew became Ace's everything. They were the ones who took him in when he felt like he had no father or parent or anyone who loved him. Their open-mindedness and big hearts allowed Ace to change and grow into the character we meet in Alabasta. Strong, cool, sure of himself, and badass. That doesn't mean he is unable to be broken down like he did in Impel Down and on Marineford. But for a moment, he felt like he was a part of something much bigger than himself, his lineage, and the darkness inside him. All because of one man who opened his arms to let another orphan join the ranks of his family. Whitebeard is great because he changes the lives around him, but he isn't able to save everyone, which is what we will talk about more tomorrow. I know this is a shorter video, but thank you all so much for watching these. I appreciate it so much. This was a topic that I grew to love and enjoyed creating for you all. Whitebeard and Ace are both amazing characters in their own rights. We need to realize these characters are more complex than we even realize. Tomorrow is the final video in the series, so look out for that. But in the meantime, like, share, and subscribe. And remember to be kind to others. See ya.